Well, when you turn 65, you'll become eligible for Medicare. Medicare insurance can be complex, and the decisions you make now could affect your eligibility and your future health care. So it is so important to educate yourself. But here to help you navigate through it, it's nothing short of a Medicare maze, is Brian Hurt. He's from Desert Schools Financial Services, and he always, he's got a ton of really great information. So let's start with the Medicare enrollment period. It begins when?
October 15th.
Okay.
Every year, October 15th through December 7th.
That's your period and when you can enroll.
The open enrollment period, yeah.
Okay. Is there a difference, and do people need to be aware of whether or not you're just starting into Medicare or you're already in Medicare?
Yes. This time that's coming, that's a
Heavy
great
sigh.
question, yeah. This time of year that's coming in October is for people literally that are already in Medicare. They are, for whatever reason, their plan may not be meeting their expectations, and they have an opportunity to revisit.
Okay.
So that's what the upcoming annual enrollment is.
Okay.
But the initial enrollment into Medicare is anybody turning 65, the very first day of the month that they turn 65, they're eligible for their initial enrollment into Medicare, and that's a whole different conversation.
And I think that's kind of where, that's where I've been confused. Although I'm not eligible, I didn't realize that when you turn 65, it's automatic. But this is the period specifically, if you're on it, where if you want to change plans, now is the time. Should you be looking at what's happened in the past year, medical-wise, if you've had any issues? Is that going to make a difference as to what you choose for the next enrollment period?
Without a doubt, Terry, because what's happening is Medicare's ever-changing.
Okay.
And the plan that you were on, there's really three reasons why people may. These are short ones that they may want to look at. They're changing. Number one, obviously premium. We're all sensitive to premium, and we all have a limited amount of money. And co-pays and deductibles. How much money is coming out of my pocket, and maybe I want something that's going to be a little more efficient for me for next year. But the other part of this that happens is doctors, the relationships with the doctors. Doctors that are contracted inside of plans, sometimes they leave. Sometimes they don't renew a contract with the plan you're on. And if you want to keep a relationship with a provider or a doctor, you may have to change plans in the open enrollment period in order to do that.
Are doctors obligated to tell you if they're leaving that particular plan?
I don't know about obligated, but they generally do. During the course of the year, you will get a letter that says, December 31st, I will no longer next year be able to provide you service. And those letters are really disturbing, Terry, because people have really amazing relationships with their providers, and they want to keep that relationship.
Absolutely.
And so that, big red flag comes up, and they don't know who to call, but that's why we're here.
Okay, and I want to talk about that because the service that you provide, now people can call up Desert Schools and say, hey, I need some help. There's a couple different ways you go about that. Let's start with the one-on-one meeting, because you will make an appointment with somebody, sit down with them one-on-one, and give them all of the options. Unbiased opinion.
We will, and it is unbiased, and that consultation is of no charge, and you don't have to be a Desert Schools Federal Credit Union member to get this. This is a community service that we provide. There are 1.1 million people that carry one of those little red, white, and blue cards in our state.
Wow.
11% of our population, so a lot of people need help. But we'll do a one-on-one with you at a branch that's convenient to your home. We'll meet with you and talk with you about this.
All right, and there's another thing they do. They also offer workshops, and this is where you can go. They have them in 3 different areas right here. These are all happening across the state, and you can actually get more information to find out which one is closest to you. If you can't do the workshops, then you do have the option of doing the one-on-one. Brian, we barely even scratched the surface, unfortunately. But let me give you some more information. Desert Schools Financial Services, they have a local branch near you there, like I said, all over the state. 602-336-5531 to learn more. And to find a workshop near you, visit desertschoolsfs.com.